juicing. You ever heard of it? It's a new health craze that everybody's jumping on. There's juice cleanses, there's programs and companies that literally launch packages of juice that are outrageously expensive. What is the hype behind this stuff? In today's episode, I'm gonna be going through everything that you need to know with juicing and a few recipes to get you started on your juicing journey. What is up, guys? My name is Sumi from ThoughtCast. I got my buddy Nick from Better by Salomon here, and today we're gonna talk about juicing. So before I get started, I'm gonna introduce Nick, and I'm gonna let you tell him a little bit about your journey when it comes to juicing.
Awesome, thanks for having me, Sumi. So hey guys, how you doing? So I'm Nick, Better Self by Salomon. So this really started at 10 years old when I realized that I had a genetic condition, rare genetic condition at that. 100,000 people have it. It's an inability to break down and metabolize certain molecules. So I really started becoming almost a scientist with what I put in my body, how it reacted with my body, and from all that I dealt with, I wanted to make sure that no one else felt the way that I did. So at 10 years old, I became obsessed with health and what I could do to feel better, and that kind of just started pouring into others. As I started my journey, people started reaching out all the time, and I decided that I had a passion for helping others. That's really how I got started in the coaching business.
So Nick makes a lot of videos on the internet about him juicing, recipes. So I'm really excited to have him here today. And we're just gonna make a few recipes. We're gonna talk about the pros and cons when it comes to juicing, everything that you really need to know to just get started. Now, juicing in itself has a lot of complexities, and we're gonna go into it a little bit. I'm gonna leave the research up to the scientists, and I'm not gonna really source a lot of articles here, but this video is gonna be a comprehensive guide for you to get started when it comes to your juicing journey. Let's get to it. So first things first, guys, what kind of fruits do we use for juicing?
Yeah, today we got apples, we've got oranges, we got pineapple, a little bit of lemon, and then we're gonna add some ginger just for a little kick. So apples are amazing just like oranges as well. They're super astringent. Your whole body's a lymph system. So when you're able to pull on it, the astringency pulls on it, you're able to, and I know it's uncomfortable, but the bowel movements, you're able to excrete and detox, which is really what we're made to do. It's our elimination system. So same thing with pineapples as well. So all of it just being super nutrient dense for you. There's different fruits for different things, depending on your detox as well. So I would say if you have an overgrowth of bad bacteria in your gut, maybe steer away from the super sugary fruits for a little while, and you're gonna go more green. You're gonna go leafy greens, cucumbers, celeries, lemons, things like that. Low glycemic fruits are gonna be best for that until you're able to get a regular digestive system and a good colony in there.
Sounds great, sounds awesome, but like, what are the bad things about juicing? Because I know like, it sounds like we're hyping it up, but there's gotta be something bad. Like when do you not juice? Like when is like a no fly zone with this kind of stuff?
So oftentimes we always say talk to the doctor before you begin anything as well. So type 1 diabetes, always something that you need to be concerned for, just that being your blood sugar in general. The other things are when you have that buildup of bad bacteria, you do want to avoid the fruit juices for a little while at least until you get that regulated. But other than that, I would say juicing is extremely powerful, but you don't want to just jump into it. Oftentimes you want to just start with eating fruits, the softer fruits, because they're the most detoxing, and maybe have a little salad at night. This will slow the detox, and then once you work your way up to it, then you can start the fruit juices and the detox juices, because it does hit your body a little bit harder.
There are a lot of people on social media that talk about these crazy juice cleanses, right? And they're like 3 days, 30 days, 12 days, like all this stuff. And I see a lot of influencers talk about it where they're like, oh, I'll go out to Miami for a weekend or LA for a weekend, drink a bunch, and then come back and cleanse my body. Yeah. Like, how real is that? Is it something that a regular person can do? You mentioned just easing into it. So if I'm brand new and I've never juiced before, what you said was eat a few vegetables, but is it possible for someone to just take like a 10-day juice cleanse right off the rip?
That's a great question. So if you're gonna go to Miami or LA or things like that, and you're gonna go have a crazy weekend, I believe in balance and having a good time, but it's also, what are you doing the majority of the time? What's your diet like? It doesn't mean that it's gonna erase everything you did that weekend or a year of bad health. So I wouldn't do something so extreme off the bat. Again, you wanna ease your body into it. So it's usually water fasting, juice fasting, and then fruit fasting. So again, it's just all about balance. You're gonna enjoy your life, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna go to Miami, you're gonna go to LA.
We all know about that.
Yeah.
So those are the cons, but the benefits of juicing, I'm gonna list them off, no particular order. Juicing is really good for your health, okay? Now, let me expand on this. Not only is it good for the gut microbiota, which helps your bowel movements, which helps you just be healthy altogether, it helps your digestive system by lowering the load, by taking out all that fiber. It's good to have fruits on a day-to-day basis because I'm not normally going to eat this in one sitting, but with juicing, it's much easier for me to do so. And this all leads to you being a more functional human being. One of the biggest benefits I see with juicing, and that I hear from people that juice consistently, is they feel a lot more clear in their head. There's less cloudiness, there's more clarity, and that allows you to expand yourself in business, in life, increase your focus, increase your productivity, get better in relationships, pay attention more to your partner, to your lecturer at college, to your boss when it comes to work, and to overall just be a higher functioning human being. And that's really what your health brand is about, and my health brand is about. It's about holistic coaching, helping people in different areas of life, not neglecting one, but really focusing on making people better in all areas. So let's get into it and make a simple recipe with Nick. We're gonna chop up some fruit, so let's get to it. Alright, so we just chopped everything up. We kind of let the strawberries and the cantaloupe alone because this recipe is not going to require that, but how much did you get? Like, how much does this cost? How much you get? Let me know.
So this was roughly around $35. So you don't have to go this full route. You get the most bang for your buck with fruit. Especially in the summertime, melons are the best. Watermelon will get you probably a gallon, just 1.5 of them. So yeah, you get the most bang for your buck with the watery fruits.
So we just finished the juicing part of it. We've got this whole thing here. Is this edible? Like, what is this stuff right here?
So pretty much this is just the pulp from the juice. And we were talking about earlier, you and I off camera, we were talking about the difference in juicers. So oftentimes you'll see that it's still kind of wet. You might have to run things through like 2 times.
Can you run this stuff through again?
No, you don't have to on this one. This one really is efficient. It gets every drop out.
How much is a juicer?
So this one, I believe, is $600. I think the biggest thing when it comes to it is a lot of other juicers with the price of produce. I mean, you're really like wasting a lot on the back end. This really gets the most bang for your buck. I think over time it pays for itself.
So if we're averaging like, what is it, $8, $9 on a high end per glass,
Right.
it's pretty good, you know, compared to like what you see. And I'm not knocking any companies out there, but the big thing I want to say is like, if you just put the work in, if you do it at home, if you invest in something like this, it's a lot more cost effective. So guys, I didn't have a clear container, but we just put it in this giant pot. So we've got a lot of juice. How much did you say it was probably?
Probably close to 64 ounces, which is a half a gallon.
Which is like 7-8 cups technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. All right, so let's try some cups of this stuff. So we got our juice here. It's pineapple, apples, blood oranges, regular oranges, ginger, and lemon in different quantities. Obviously, you just saw how we mix it up. Nick gave you the quantity, so we're gonna try this stuff out. Let's see how it tastes. Cool.
Good.
Cheers. Oh, it's just really,
Dude, it's so good.
dude, this is so good, man.
So good every time.
Yeah, this is nuts. So, what would you recommend for like usage? Once a day, twice a day? This is good for one time a day, right?
For the average person, once a day is totally fine. I think replacing your breakfast with it is like one of the most beneficial ones. You'll see like your elimination improve, your digestion improve, and then you'll have more energy throughout the day.
So you hit this without any ice or anything. You just kind of drink it.
If you want to toss it in the fridge for a little while, that's fine.
That's where you get the cold press.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, cold press just means like the way that it's done.
Okay. So explain the difference between that cold press and this.
So this is just, it's called a slow masticating juicer. It means that it's not heated up.
This stuff tastes absolutely amazing. It's super good for you. It's good for your skin. I think that over a period of time, you're gonna see the benefits from it. Like obviously just drinking this once is not gonna change your life in a day. But doing this on a consistent basis, investing in it, that's really a decision that you have to really make for yourself. So guys, that's an intro to juicing with myself and Nick over here. I'm gonna leave all the information for Nick's stuff down below. If you ever wanna reach out to him for coaching, for juicing, or just to talk, all of his information is gonna be down in the description below. I appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you so much for all the support. If you ever want to connect with us, the links are down below. Hit that bell notification to stay on top of all of our videos. And until next time, guys, peace.